counselors for the Stormers Bunk here at Horizon Day Camp. Welcome to the very first episode of Abstract Art, where we love to paint, but we don't use paintbrushes. Now today's activity is rainbow splatter painting. What do you need to do rainbow splatter painting? I'm glad you asked, and I'm happy to tell you. First, you'll need a piece of paper. Second, you'll need different colored paint. Now I have 6 different colors here, but if you only have one color, you only have 2 colors, that is perfectly fine. Just use whatever you can grab, and we're gonna make this fun. So we have our paper, we have our paint. We also need cotton rounds. Now if you don't have cotton rounds, you can really just take pieces of paper towels and cut them into circles. That's exactly what I did, and it works just the same. You also lastly need something to splatter the paint with. So I have a few options here. I have a spoon, I have another bottle of paint, I have my water bottle, and I'm gonna try to use my fist. So you just curl up your hand into a fist and pound on the paper. We're gonna try all of these different things, but that is what you need for today's activity. Should we get into it? Should we start? All right. So, step number 1. This is the warning that it is going to be a messy activity. We're using paint, we're splattering it around, and you want to be somewhere where you can get a little messy. As you can see, I have chosen to do this activity outside, so if you can get outside, I definitely recommend that. But if you can't, this can easily be moved inside the house as long as you are putting something on the floor. Maybe you can do this in your bathtub. Just make sure that you are somewhere where you can get a little bit messy and have some paint splattering around. You don't want anything around you that you don't want to get paint on. And same goes for your shirt, your pants. It is going to get messy. So that's step number 1. Make sure you're in a place where you can get messy. Step number 2 is to pick whatever color you want to start with and put a big dollop of that paint on the piece of paper. So I chose pink. This is kind of the dollop size that I did here. And that's step number 2. Step number 3 is to take one of the cotton rounds and put it gently over the piece or the drop of paint. Step number 4, take whatever you want to smash it with, and there we go. We splattered the paint. Here's what it looks like with the cotton round on here. And here's what it looks like without. Let's try that again. Maybe we'll use the water bottle this time. So, step number 1, we're still in our space where we can get messy. Step number 2, I'm gonna do green this time. Put a big dollop of paint on your paper. Step number 3, this is my example here of what it could look like at the end. Step number 3, put your cotton round gently on top. And step number 4 is to, I said I'd use my water bottle, so let's do that. Stamp it on there, and you've got some splatter paint. Now when you're going between step number 3 and step number 4, you want to go a little bit quickly because I'll show you with yellow this time. I'll do step number 2, which is putting the paint down. We're going to go step number 3, which is putting the paint or the cotton round on top. Now if I'm waiting a little bit and enough time has passed, this paint might seep into the paper towel or the cotton round. So if the paint, I'll dab it down a little bit to show you, if the paint gets absorbed by the paper towel or the cotton round and you go to smash it, to splatter it, it doesn't really splatter as well as it did for the first 2. See, if I pull this off, it just kind of stays in a circle there. So try to go as quickly as you can between those 2 steps so you can create the maximum splatter possible. I'm gonna try to put, let's see, what color should I do next? I'm gonna do blue this time. So again, we're still in our messy, safe area here where we can get messy. That's step number 1. Step number 2 is to put the dollop of paint. Step number 3. Now this time, I'm gonna take the yellow cotton round and put that on top and see if that helps to mix the 2 colors. Sorry, it's a little windy out here today. So I put that on there. I'm gonna use my fist this time And, ooh, that was a good splatter. Despite the wind, we still got a splatter. So there it is there. I'll pull it off and you can see some of the yellow even mixed in there. So that's how you can mix some colors while you're doing the splatter paint. So that was me just going through these steps a few different times. As you can see, I'll show this one again here. This is what it could look like at the end after you've done a bunch of these splatters with different colors. At the end of this video, I'm also going to show some slow motion videos of what the splattering process looks like. And again, you can take any kind of water bottle, spoon, fist, paint bottle, and try to use that to splatter. So I challenge you to take this video and do this activity in your homes, preferably outside if you can get there, but if not, remember it just gets a little messy, and have fun with it. Thank you for tuning in to this week's episode of Abstract Art, and I will see you next time. Remember that my name is Sam, I'm one of the counselors for the Stormers Bunk, and I am excited for a summer full of painting, but without paintbrushes. See you next time.